I wasn't supposed to show up early that night. The snow had come down heavier than anyone expected. Traffic crawled along, and I thought, why not surprise them? I wish I hadn't. I stepped into my in-laws' house with a gift bag in one hand and a bottle of red wine in the other. The heat from the fireplace hit me first. Then the sound of laughter is laughter, and then the words that cut through the room. Like shattered glass. Madison is pregnant. I'm going to be a father. He wasn't talking to me. He was talking to her, the girl I believed was just his coworker. I didn't drop the wine. I didn't gasp or run. I just froze. My fingers clenched around the ribbon of the gift bag, my breath caught in my throat. And then I quietly turned around, slipped back outside, and closed the door behind me. Somehow the snow didn't feel cold after that. We had met 10 years earlier at a Christmas charity event. He was charming, funny, a little wild. I loved the way he looked at me like I was his calm in the chaos. I believed in him. I built his world, his home, his business, his connections. I gave him everything, and he handed her my Christmas. The days after that night blurred together. His texts, his excuses, his weak attempts at smiling. I acted clueless, pretending I didn't already know. The worst part wasn't the betrayal, it was how easily he went on with life. How normal he made the collapse of ours seem. That's when the quiet inside me sharpened into something else. I started gathering proof. Phone records, receipts, emails sent to the laptop. He forgot to sign out of Madison's account her full name, her address, their HR paperwork about workplace relationships. Every detail mattered. Every click pulled me closer to justice. I didn't want revenge out of anger. I wanted accuracy. He had crafted an image as the devoted husband and rising executive. I decided to let him ruin it himself. I just needed to hand him the match. The plan formed silently, like a shadow growing along the walls. First, I copied everything: financial files, investment accounts, the property documents he quietly moved under his name. Then I emailed his boss anonymously. A polite message with screenshots attached. Subject line: potential ethics violation, conflict of interest and fraternization. I didn't need to sign it. The proof did the talking. 2 days later, HR called him in. He came home furious, ranting about jealous coworkers and people trying to sabotage him. I smiled, poured him tea, and gently asked if he was okay. He never noticed the tiny shake in my hand, not from fear, but from anticipation. By the second week, his company had launched a formal investigation. Madison was suspended while they looked into everything. I sent her a message from an untraceable number. He said, "You were just a phase." I knew her pride. I knew she'd confront him. She did, right in front of his parents at Sunday brunch. Voices rose, ugly truths spilled into the open. And I stood in the kitchen doorway holding a tray of coffee cups, watching in silence. His mother went pale. His father's disappointment filled the room like smoke. Madison stormed out. He chased after her, but nobody followed him. 3 weeks after that awful Christmas night, everyone gathered again, this time for his birthday. Madison didn't show. I walked in fashionably late, wearing the red dress he once said made me look dangerous. The whispers had already started. The tension was thick enough to taste. He sat in a corner, hollow-eyed, unemployed, his reputation in ruins. Divorce papers waited for him at home. I lifted my glass and quietly said, "To new beginnings." The room went silent. Faces shifted between him and me. He tried to smile, but his hands shook. Then I handed him a small envelope. He opened it and froze. Inside was a printed bank statement. His accounts were empty, transferred legally, cleanly, and permanently. "You shouldn't have moved my inheritance into your name," I told him. It was easy to move it back, his mother gasped. His father stood up sharply. I watched the color drain from his face as he realized I hadn't just stepped away, I had erased him from the empire we built together. He called that night, begging, cursing, crying. I let the phone ring, then deleted his number. The truth about betrayal is simple. It doesn't break you. It shows you what you were capable of the whole time. Christmas used to mean warmth and family. Now it means clarity. The night I arrived early was the night I found myself again. He thought I walked away quietly, but really, I had just started counting. And when the countdown hit 0, everyone finally saw just how completely silence can destroy a life.